What's up, everybody? This is Clint from the Diehard MMA Podcast for Odds.com. Make sure you check out UFC Vegas 21, the podcast. Click the link below. Head on over to Odds.com. Check it out. We broke it all down with my boy Gianni, the Greek. We got some really good stuff this week. Hit the link. Hit the like. Good luck on all your action. You have a great week. Women's strawweight fight here. Angela Hill taking on Ashley Yoder. And Gianni, I got to tell you, I'm tired of talking about this one. This has been rebooked and scooted back 4 times. We've broken it down front to back as many times as we can possibly talk about, and I'm over it. I think Angela Hill wins this fight, but the line is way too wide. I'm not betting it.
I'm betting Ashley Yoder.
Woo!
I'm on the Yoder side. Yeah, I'm on the Yoder side. And listen, they're probably like, look, this guy bets every dog. No, I don't bet every dog. And when we get to the end,
that's what they say about me.
I'll go through and I'll tell you the bets I like the most. So there's no confusion. I don't like sitting on the fence. I mean, who wants to watch a show about sports betting and you're not going to tell them what bets you like? So you ain't going to be on the, I don't sit on the fence. You don't have to worry about that. I'll tell you what I'm betting when we're done. But we're going to go through every fight for sure. Here's why I like the Yoder side. Number one, a couple of the signals I look at. She's got a height advantage of 4 inches. She's got a reach advantage of 5 inches. That 5 inches has statistical significance. 3 years younger. Angela Hill is now 36, getting up there in age.
Yep.
More importantly, Angela Hill's been overvalued. Here's
Very
what I mean.
much.
She's 6-7 in the UFC. She's had 13 UFC fights. She's been favored 10 times. She's not profitable as a favorite when you're 6-7. When you're below 500, but you've been favored 80+% of the time, you're not profitable in that spot. And now you're laying 350, close to 400. So what? You conclude she wins this fight 9 out of 10 times? I'm sorry. Her track record just doesn't support it. Now, on the flip side, Yoder, sure, she doesn't have a winning record in the UFC. She's 3-5. At plus 300, that's profitable. She's been a dog every time out. That's the difference. And I said that from the beginning. If you're not comfortable throwing out, 6 out of every 10 tickets, but still turning a profit, then stay away from dogs and just pick those coin flip minus 110, 125 favorites and good luck with it. But if you're going to bet dogs, you got to know you're going to throw 6 tickets away and still make money if the price is right. And I'm comfortable doing that. And again, I think Ashley Yoder sets up nicely as a good bet. May not win. Obviously, plus 300s don't win often. That's why they're plus 300. But the analytics support it as well. And there's the path to victory. You look in the career for Angela Hill, minus 10 in takedowns. That's how you beat her. And I look at Ashley Yoder. That shows me she's plus 4 in takedowns in her UFC career. So there is that path to victory. It's not like she can't beat her anywhere. Mm-hmm. Give me the plus money with Ashley Yoder. Again, not a bet you expect to cash. But I do think I'm getting the best of it, and it's plus EV, and that's good enough for me.
Gianni, I got to shout out the chat here. One of our guys said that a big difference in this fight, which honestly I didn't even think about, is that the first fight was short notice. And I feel like the training time favors Yoder.
Point.
I feel like the line is the exact same. They didn't move it. It didn't budge. I feel like the extra training time, getting in shape, being in a better spot for this fight, I feel like that favors Yoder, and they didn't give it any credibility on the betting line. That's something that I didn't even consider.
Yeah, I'm telling you, again, Angela Hill, she should win this fight. That's why she's the favorite. Favorites often do. You shouldn't be surprised when they do.
Absolutely.
But how big of a favorite should she be? And again, at minus 350, we're saying 78% is the break even. So she's going to win this fight 85% of the time? I don't think so. At least her UFC record hasn't shown that ability. Again, she's had some split decisions that didn't go her way. But there's a randomness in a lot of those decisions that did go her way, even whether they're unanimous or not.
All the damn time.
Exactly. And even the unanimous ones, how many unanimous ones have been way off? It's not as if because it's unanimous, they got it right. I mean, we can't just assume that, we're yelling at the TV all the time. So I could see if they were by a bunch of finishes, but again, a lot of her wins were probably as questionable as the split decision losses. If you could argue those, I could argue the wins as well. So, I mean, that's just how I look at it. So if you're going to be a minus 350 favorite, you need to bring it. I mean, you need to walk across the ring, across the octagon. I was looking at boxing anyway. And finish it. Like get in there. A minus 350, 400 favorite. I shouldn't have to wait 15 minutes. I shouldn't have to hold my breath for the judges. Yeah. If I'm gonna have 80% certainty break even, let's say, 85, 90% certainty to be worth my bet, then I better not be sitting around 15 minutes. I could find more sure things somewhere on the board than that. And again, that's what you got to remember. If you're putting your money out there, you need to protect it. Put it in the best positions, the one that gives you the greatest edge. One of your biggest advantages over the bookmaker is you have the ability to choose. He has to put up a line. They have to take a bet, or else people will walk across the street to the other bookmaker and place it there. Now you lost the customer. So they have to book it. You could sit back and just pick them away. Unlike advantage blackjack players, they don't have that ability. You can't just jump in those plus EV situations.
You can't just pick up and walk home.
Exactly. So it's a little bit different. And that's why, with sports, be selective, man. Even if you think she's going to win, but you're like, she should probably be minus 400. Not much line value, but she's going to win this fight. So I'm going to use her anyway. That should be reason enough. I'm telling you, don't bet. Stay away from those kind of bets. The ones that you're like, oh, she's minus 150. Oh, she should win this fight 7, 8 out of 10 times. Those are the ones you want to unload on, man. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
Approach it like that. Your long term, your results are going to be so much better. If you're not profitable, I promise you at least lose less. And a lot of times, that's just as valuable.
Just as important.
Yeah.
Stop the
Remember, when investing, I always say Warren Buffett has one rule: don't lose money. Rule number 2, don't lose money. That's the goal. That's all you have. That's your bankroll is your ammunition. When you run out of it, your capital's done. So you need to put it in the best growth positions. I mean, look at what he did this year. He couldn't find any investments worth his money. So what did he do? He rebought stock of his own company. He said, I'm the best investment out there. So I'm going to buy 50 billion or whatever of my own stock.
That's a boss move.
There's no company out there that is going to appreciate more than mine over the next, this period. That's a boss move. Exactly. You know what I mean? So again, that's how we need to approach it if we're doing it for profit. If you're doing it for entertainment, tell me to shut up and hit those 7-fighter parlays, brother. Hit those parlays.
All right. And you know what, Gianni, I got to take a little sidestep here. Normally, I don't feed the trolls, but my guy OG Johnson's not a troll. He's just celebrating a win, so it's okay. It's okay.
They can bring it, please. I respect.
No, he's coming after me. He's not coming after you. So I talk some serious shit on Rakic. I am not sold on Rakic. And my boy Johnson coming in here cashing tickets. Congratulations on your win, OG. You got the money. But I'll tell you what, he didn't show me shit. That was one of the worst Thiago Santoses I have ever seen in my life. And he squeezed out a very uncomfortable decision over a fighter that he was supposed to destroy as a favorite. A guy he was supposed to blow the brakes off of. I'm still not sold on Rakic. You give me a good 205er. You give me a healthy, modern-day 205er, and I'm going to fade the shit out of him. So I know you're enjoying your win. You can have your moment, but I still haven't seen shit.
Thiago looked every bit of 37, though.
He did.
Every bit of 37.
He looked awful, and he still could have won that fight. If he had given just one little inch of more effort, that was a 1-1 fight going into the third. He still damn near won the thing.